It's the last hurrah before the big day. Stories run wild in the craziest way. From Vegas nights to the beach town vibes. From after or party, you're in for a ride.
Aloha and welcome back to Drunk in Suits. We got the attire on today, so you can probably guess what we're about to talk about. But Bobby, what city in specific are we talking about today?
Today, we are getting tropical and talking about Honolulu.
Yes, sir. I love it. Love the dance moves.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, this is gonna be a good one. This is a pretty cool city, man.
It's very cool, very cool. I'm interested to see how things tie in and how we end up rating this for a bachelor party. But regardless, I think this is a pretty awesome destination. So if you're tuning in, if you're new here, we're a podcast where we talk about bachelor and bachelorette party locations, destinations, how to plan parties, how to prepare for them, all that good stuff. Love to get people on and talk about their stories, which we have a little bit of a testimonial today, so that'll be cool. But yeah, we're gonna take a look at Honolulu through the lens of a bachelorette party.
Yeah, man. I'm definitely going to be mispronouncing words today.
Oh, yeah.
I looked up some of how to pronounce some, but there are definitely going to be ones out there, and I am going to struggle. So just throwing that out there. Please don't come at me too hard, guys. I'm trying.
I am right there with you. I definitely looked up a few already, and I've already forgot how to say them. So it's gonna be, that part might be a little rough, but we'll get through it.
All right, word. Let's do it. Well, talking about Honolulu, we've got about 350,000 people in the city, and then you got like the whole island with like the metro. That's about 1 million, and we're talking about a 41-year age for the average, but a younger set for tourists coming in.
So important thing to note too is that 1 million encompasses basically the entirety of the Oahu Island. So Oahu is one of the islands of Hawaii, with the major city being Honolulu. So I'm guessing you probably looked at some things that aren't going to be in strictly Honolulu. It most likely is going to cover a lot of different things on the island of Oahu, reflective in the population number, but just something for good context there.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I have a lot, and I do break down, like we're going to say this a lot, so let's just get it out there. Waikiki,
Yep.
Waikiki, and Oahu. Oahu.
Yeah.
Dude, I looked it up, and it said it's like O, and then like ha, and then who. But when you said it definitely
Oahu
sounds better. Oahu.
I could be wrong. I thought it was Oahu, but guess we'll find out. Those are going to be easy ones too.
Yeah. Also, I think there's a big change from how inland people say it to how island people say it. So
I'm sure
it's very, like, even just saying Hawaii, Hawaii.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully we don't get roasted too much, but I mean, good thing is if you're going there, the people that live there are usually pretty cool about it. They see a lot of tourists. They're pretty friendly to tourists, which is really nice aspect of it.
I mean, 5.3 to 5.8 million tourists a year. Like, yeah, they see it. They run on tourists. Now, these people, though, when you're talking about these tourists, there's tourists that they like and there's tourists that they don't like.
That's true.
Be respectful to the island and be respectful to the tourists. It is like a giant playground, but it's also somebody's home, and you just got to remember that and respect that. And I think a lot of tourists go there and try to act the way they do in their city, litter or go off of trail signs or, private beaches, just try to claim it for themselves. And I think that's a big thing that turns, the locals against the tourists. So your bachelor and bachelorette trip are going there. Be a little bit mindful, but still have fun.
know that for sure. I think of it as like the Aloha spirit, I think it's called. So, they are generally very welcoming to tourists, but they also really, really value respect. So as long as you're respectful, you're gonna have a great time. People are gonna be awesome to you. Um, so just keep that in mind.
Yeah, and just the vibe of the whole island is going to be like this. It's a laid back island energy, and you're going to get Waikiki, which is the tourist party bubble, and then you have outside of Waikiki, and it's more of a slower pace, but it's really authentic outside. So that's kind of the vibe of the island and how it works. So you want to get that wild side, stay where it's meant to be wild.
For sure, for sure. And I mean, while we're on it here, right, we could pop up a map just to give you guys a general overview of what it's like. So Honolulu is in the south portion of the island. That's where Waikiki is. Waikiki is actually a neighborhood within the city of Honolulu. And exactly everything you just said. That's going to be the big party hub, the big tourist destination. Uh, but then you have kind of like four other sections. So the North Shore, all the way at the top, that's going to be your like best surfing destination. The central part isn't really like terribly inhabited, but this is where Pearl Harbor is, so probably a place that we're going to touch on in a little bit. And then you have the leeward coast, which is the west side of the island, and the windward coast, which is the east side of the island. Um, just to give you guys a little bit of a frame of reference.
Yeah, perfect. Good frame of reference. Let's talk about getting there too. So I would say most of our viewers are not from the island of Hawaii. So getting there, that's a big challenge. From the West Coast, you're talking about 5 to 6 hours plane ride. From the East Coast, 10 to 11. Obviously, that can spread pretty far based on where you're at. But yeah, that's a hike.
That is a hike. That is a hike, and I'll talk a little bit more later on about kind of some of the factors that specific fact plays in. But if you're coming from the East Coast, we usually here talk about 3-4 day kind of extended weekend trips. If you're coming from the East Coast, that really almost doesn't seem realistic. I feel like you're gonna want to do kind of like a week if you're gonna do a trip to Hawaii. West Coast, maybe you can get away with that. That might be a little bit more doable, but even then, a 5-6 hour plane ride isn't nothing.
Jet lag is real, man. It's so real, especially from the East Coast to a Hawaii trip. Like you don't
Yeah,
want to be missing out, especially if you are there for less days. Like I would
right.
say the same exact thing. You're going to be wanting a little bit more extra time on this trip, just for the flights alone.
Yep. Four time zones away from the East Coast. So, I like I'm a bit skeptical of the whole jet lag thing. Is it really real? I don't know. Maybe for a 3 day trip, doing that 4 time zones, that I might I might surrender that to on that one.
I know when I've traveled before to the West Coast, my I was fine going to bed and everything, but what I started realizing was my hunger. Like I just knew I was getting hungry earlier, and it felt weird. And I was like, I guess that's just my normal time. Like this is normal lunchtime, but it's 10 o'clock. Like what the heck?
Yeah, that's a good point. I feel like usually when I'm traveling, my eating schedules are all different anyway, so I haven't noticed like I hadn't picked up on that, but yeah,
Mm.
I mean, I'm sure there is validity to it, but hey, you're going there to have fun. Don't let a time zone jet lag. Don't make that an excuse. You can be better than that.
Yeah, I say get the energy flowing, and you're not going to feel tired. And then when you crash, you're going to crash, and then you just wake up and you'll be on normal time. You'll be
Yeah.
good.
You lock in and then reload, That's
Yeah.
that's what you got to do.
And man, I think the energy here, you're not going to want to sleep for any of this. This is a cool city with a lot to freaking offer, man. It's Hawaii, baby. It's Hawaii. Come on.
It
Come
is. I feel like
on.
everybody has thought about doing, from the United States at least, has thought about doing a Hawaiian vacation at one point in their life.
I would say it's always on somebody's bucket list, like going to Hawaii, just seeing what it's like. You see movies there and everything, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. It's such a different culture, and it's still part of America. Like I don't know, it's very cool that it's there. But all right, so we are saying maybe an extended period of time, maybe, like depending on where you're going, this changes a lot into the factors of like what group is good for this kind of trip. Is it a shorter, close grip group? Somebody that's maybe a little bit more flexible with their money and can pay a little bit more because one, these flights are not going to be cheap. The cost of living there is a little bit higher. Just for a reference, right now, like cost for a hotel in Waikiki is 200 to 250. Wow, $250 to $500 a night. An Airbnb is like 300 to 800 a night. A casual meal is like 15 to 25 bucks, and then like a nicer dinner is like 40 to 80 bucks. And
The drunken suits cost of a beer is it's about 8 to 12 for a domestic beer, and then specifically in some of like the Waikiki resorts, it's like 14 plus.
yeah,
Now if you want cocktails, looking like 18 to 26. So yeah, not cheap. Everything that you got, I think, a normal price, maybe like even an elevated price, then add 30 to 50% is what I was seeing. Reason being, like, they have to ship everything in, so it's not for no reason. They have a good reason why it is that way, but be prepared for that. Don't get blindsided.
yeah, no, it's a good call. It's very interesting that you're paying for the flight, you're paying for these pricing, and then it's like, are you getting a lot out of it? And with what we're about to cover, it's gonna be worth it, man. There's some freaking cool stuff here.
It's really cool, and a lot of it you can't do really anywhere else. So save up, just bite the bullet. It'll be worth it in the end.
Yeah.
Just wanted to get a couple other.
How that started was like, what kind of group is good for this? We said, somebody maybe a little bit more flexible with their money, and we're gonna get into this a little bit later and stuff, but nightlife isn't their main factor of looking at where to go. I also think for a co-ed one, this is a really cool one to do, especially one of those ones that lead up to the wedding. Like you're already paying, having somebody pay for that much, like have it like a week long and then the wedding ends it, or starts with the wedding and it's all almost whole group honeymoon bachelor trip.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of took the words right out of my mouth there. I feel like you're almost gonna have to do it that way. It doesn't really make sense to do it as an independent standalone trip ahead of the wedding. I'm sure everybody's you're already paying for a wedding, so that's an additional cost. That's probably it's not as much as a wedding, but it's gonna be like a significant amount. So it's all good things to think about. Some other like more logistical things too, just before we get into some of the activities. Time of year. So summer is going to be, I mean, it's a pretty tropical location, right? Summer's warm, hot, a little bit drier, and then the winter is cooler. It's the rainy season. Better for surfing if that's your thing. But something I was looking at when I was looking at this, it feels like maybe the kind of May timeframe or like September timeframe would be the ideal balance between like good weather and more affordability or like less crowds.
I don't want to put the weather like out there though that it's bad. It's pretty elite weather all year round.
Oh yeah. I mean, you're not really gonna go wrong with the weather. Just maybe if you're trying to avoid rain, which what I'm hearing anyways, if it does rain, it's gonna be for 15 minutes or so, and then it's not gonna ruin the whole day. It's not like you're rain all day.
Yeah, you can work past that for sure. And then also last thing I would say in our like quick fact details, the accessibility. So we talked about there is the main airport to get into there, but Uber and Lyft's pretty normal around Honolulu. But highly recommending. This is what everybody's saying: rent a car. If you are not experiencing the full island, then you're missing out on a whole lot. Like that's the nice thing about Honolulu. It's like this is a very cool city, but you don't have to just stay there like in other cities. There's an entire island to also check out, which is it's pretty cool. Like and renting a car makes sense for that.
It does. It does. I mean, you're gonna go. You gotta see the whole place. The one thing I gotta note on that, it just reminded me, was that parking is a nightmare. It's either very limited or it's very expensive. So, just another thing adding to the cost of living, to the cost that you're gonna have to spend. Expect that. Expect parking costs.
Sure. Well, I would love to get into some of these daytime activities, man, because this is the highlight of what Honolulu has to offer. Um, from everything from the water to the land to the resorts to festivals, things to avoid and things to absolutely go and do. Pretty cool. But before we get into our daytime and our nightlife, I would love to get that perspective from a viewer of ours. So her name is Jackie. I know she did a semester. Yes, Jackie, let's go.
Thank you, Jackie.
She did a semester over in Honolulu, in Hawaii. She got to experience a whole lot, and she wrote in some of the facts that she said it was okay to share with and everything. So I'm going to just read off some of her. She organized, man. This is we got hikes and activities, beaches, towns, and things that she would recommend. So she did a great job of letting us know and giving us that real insight. So I'm just going to read off some of the stuff that she did, she liked, and some really cool things here, if that's all right with you.
I love it. I'm looking forward to it. I haven't seen this list, so I'm excited to see what somebody who's visited has to say.
Yeah. So, and we're definitely going to go into a lot of the things that she said too in some of our stuff. So we might repeat a little bit, but this is what Jackie's insider is. So, hikes and activities: Chinaman's Hat, rent kayaks that get dropped off in the parking lot and kayak to the island to hike. Great. Deadman's Catwalk, pretty simple hike up a paved road. Manoa Falls Trail, any pillbox hikes. China Walls, awesome sunset spot. Nice. Definitely need to go to a luau. She did a traditional one in Waimea Bay and
We're gonna have to throw a counter up of mispronounced words.
But she did a non-traditional luau that was an Elvis and Michael Jackson luau in Waikiki. Sounds crazy, but it was so fun.
All right.
Okay. Shark diving out of Heliwa. I'm going to say Heliwa. I like that. She said that was literally the coolest thing ever. She also did skydiving there. If you like history, they have the Pearl Harbor stuff to see as well. Beaches. North Shore is highly recommended. Keika was my favorite. Bonsai Pipeline is where all the pro surfers are. Lenikai is on the prettiest beaches, is one of the prettiest beaches in the world, in a town called Kailua.
All right.
Kailua. Oh, like Kailua, like the alcohol. All right, Kailua. All right, towns. All right, come on, dude.
That's the first one we got right. It was because of the alcohol. Yeah. Welcome to Drunken Suits, baby.
Yeah. All right, towns. Haloiwa is a cute town on the North Shore with a lot of food trucks, surf shops, hidden beaches, etc. Her favorite was Pauaena Point Beach Park. Dude, stop laughing. I'm trying. Super clear sky at night. Surf and Salsa had a live band on Tuesdays. She wasn't sure if they still do that, but she liked going there. Pupukia, relatively close to Bonsai Pipeline, has North Shore tacos food trucks. Get the sweet pork quesadilla with surf sauce.
Okay.
Has food trucks with their snow cones. Get evaporated milk on it. Right across from Sharks Cove. Really cool spots for sunsets. Lei is where I lived. They had the Polynesian Culture Center there. Okay. Towns. Oh, wait. I read that. Oh. And then she said, I would highly recommend renting a car. Waikiki/Honolulu are awesome, but the northern side of the island is really where it's at. And
Okay.
so I kind of followed up on that. I said, in my research, I kind of saw the nightlife in the northern side. It's a little bit more dead. She goes, it is. But what she did there was a lot of house parties and luau's on the north side. She said house parties are a big culture thing there. I don't know if your bachelor or bachelorette trip might be getting invited to house parties with limited time there, especially, she did a semester there where students might interact more and hear more things. But I think you get invited to a house party, you go. That is sick.
Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be some crazy stories that come from that if you end up going to a house party,
Yeah.
or like a luau that was like a private one. Yeah, for sure.
I wish I followed up more
her
on.
notes.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wish I followed up more on the Elvis and Michael Jackson luau. It does sound crazy, Jackie. You're absolutely right, but I think that'd be such a fun time.
Yeah, you were saying that, I was like, all right, but I'm sure it was a good time, and but hey, thank you, Jackie, for giving us those notes, giving us your experience.
Thank you, Jackie.
I
You're a
hope,
real one. I hope you become more of a fan too.
Yeah, hope the semester was good. That's a pretty cool semester to be doing your education in. I mean, not too many places I would much rather do, as a
Yeah.
semester destination.
I mean, with that whole list there, that's hard to think she's doing much schooling at all, but it sounds like a whole lot of fun.
I hope it was like a 1-2 class semester or something, just getting to live it up, have fun out in Hawaii. Yeah, there's no way a lot of schoolwork's getting done that semester.
I definitely would not be doing much at all, but very cool insight to Honolulu. And I would kind of like to give our research and our breakdown. So we had really good insights there, and some of the stuff that she mentioned or some stuff that I have as well. So,
Yep.
All the viewers and listeners out there, I'm really sorry if we repeat. I'll try to keep that from happening, but let's break it down, Krobo. Let's break it down. So this is my let's go. This is my first take on the daytime stuff. Waikiki, that's your home base, especially for bachelor and bachelorette trips. The island is your playground. Explore all of Oahu. How do you say it again?
Oahu.
Oahu. I'm changing that. I'm changing
Oahu?
that H in the middle.
That's how I've been saying it.
Oahu. I like it. So yeah, that's my you got your home base and you got a playground. Go have fun.
You gotta check out the whole island. I mean, you said it earlier, I'm just gonna say it again. Like, if you only stay in Waikiki, that's like the trap. People do that and you're missing out on so much. Make sure you're getting out and seeing these other places. There's so much to do. To Jackie's point, I guess the North Shore is the place to go. It seems like there's some pretty cool scenic views, some elite level surfing. Even if you're just watching, it would be really cool. Maybe you get a lesson, give it a shot. Although I think there's some other sides of the island that might be a little better to start on than the North Shore. But hey, to each his own.
Did I have the same thing there? Waikiki is beginner friendly for surfing and give more lessons, where the North is some of the bigger waves and more like worldwide bigger waves.
Yeah, and I think that's where they hold like competitions sometimes. I think so.
Olympics even, I think.
Yeah. Maybe don't start there. All right, that's good to note. I also heard there's some pretty good shrimp trucks up in the north there too. So,
very cool.
I would definitely be trying to check that out.
And I gotta think any seafood you're getting from this island anywhere, it's got to be so fresh and probably like done so well.
Yeah. I mean, the food. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but
okay.
For sure. So one thing I'm gonna bring up here, because we haven't talked about it yet, is my turn. Kualoa Ranch. This was where Jurassic Park was filmed, so they do like ATV ride tours, and you can go around all the areas, you get to see some of the unique places. Even if you're not like a big fan of the movie or don't really care about that, I mean, it's still a really beautiful place, and ATV tour kind of fun daytime activity too.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's really cool. So I broke down my daytime stuff to water, land, and then like festivals. So
Okay.
if you're hitting some land ones right now, I want to pivot. So you said ATV off road tours, awesome. Like the jungles, so cool. This island is so cool. Oceans all around. Obviously, it's in Island, and and you have on this island, non-active volcanoes. On other islands, volcanoes. You have mountains. You have jungles. Like the city really has a lot. This island has a whole lot to offer. So one thing I would say, highly recommend, is the hiking there. So you said a ATV, little less, but the hikes, some will murder you, some won't. Two that I saw are like pretty good. Diamond Head, and Jackie said some really good ones there too. But Diamond Head one is a really high one, and Koko Head is brutal. I want to throw up some pictures. Boom. You go up this trail that's like an old railroad style as like stairs, like, and it's looks like, looking at these pictures, I don't know how more people don't die on it. It's looks insane.
Yeah, I saw that one too. You gotta be gassed by the time you get to the top there, but I'm sure it's worth the view. Some of the view pictures, even, I think you think of Hawaii and you think of the tropical beaches and all that, but the views can be insane, like mountainous terrain that's looking down over the whole island. I mean, whew, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I think that's so awesome. It's kind of funny, you're saying there's many movies that are filmed here, obviously, but you were saying Jurassic Park. The one I always think of is Battleship.
Okay, I've
You
never
know
seen that one.
Battleship?
No, I've never seen that one.
It's like the Army versus aliens,
Oh,
and they
okay.
like put this dome around Hawaii, but the like one Navy guy's wife or whatever, girlfriend, whatever it is, um, like helps veterans that are disabled, and she takes them on hikes. So you get to see a lot of these like hikes that they go on and like walking, and it's like the views are unreal. It
Yeah.
looks like it's a movie, but I know it's real. It's crazy.
Right, yeah, I mean, insane stuff there. Um, a lot of these hikes too, or maybe they're different trails, not just strictly hiking, but they'll take you to little waterfall areas or pool kind of lake
Yeah,
areas, which seems really cool. I mean, there's some waterfalls that you can't even hike to, from what I'm gathering, but then there are tons that you can, and I would try. I don't have any names written down, but some of those look really really cool to try and do.
absolutely. I think that is so cool. Well, that's my hiking one. What's your next land activity?
Land activity. All right. Well, I'm gonna go. I guess you maybe kind of touched on it, but the Halona blowhole. This one, it seems like a little niche, but it's an old lava flow that instead of lava coming out of it now, the ocean water has gotten under, and with the tides, it'll come up and shoot water. I thought it looked cool. Could be a fun thing to do in passing. Um, but yeah, I
Very cool.
mean, I think there's so many of these like little small one-off things that you can go and find. That's just one that I found. I'm sure there's plenty more.
Yeah, that's a cool one. I feel like that's a cool like memory one, or like pictures for your bachelorette, bachelor trip. That's a cool one. I like that. All right, well, I'll take the next one. Golf on this island.
Yep, yep.
Yeah. Golf. It is expensive. Do not get me wrong, it is expensive. But these courses are unreal courses, and they all have ocean views, volcano view. Like, it's pretty sick. That is so cool.
Hey, yeah, you're paying for the view and the experience. I mean, come on, who doesn't want to play golf on Hawaii? That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
I took that one. Yep, that was gonna be my next one
But
anyway.
as a bad golfer myself, that my ball has little trackers that love to find water. Going on an island sounds horrible, because I feel like I'd be the one to hit the ocean every time. Like, my golf ball will find a way off this island.
I am right there with you. And then you throw in the winds, I'm sure. Like, hey,
Uh,
we would be struggling. We won't be hitting par, that's for sure.
no, no. I don't even know what par is.
It's a made up construct, I'm convinced.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Oh,
All right,
speaking
well,
of, we did master predictions on our last episode,
oh yeah, I
and
mean,
who was
that was
right?
impressive.
Bah, bah,
That
bah.
was impressive.
I'm a master
I actually meant
guesser.
to throw this in earlier. Yeah, yeah. Meant to throw this in earlier, but yeah, shout out Colby. Thank you for helping out on the last episode. So, um, tough prediction there. I mean, you got kind of smoked on that one, but hey, that's all right. We still appreciate you helping out anyway.
Hey, he can drive the ball. That's all right.
Well, I
Awesome.
want to jump in. This is kind of land. It's not water. It's not festivals, so I'm going to throw it in here. Is helicopter tours. So yeah, obviously those
Nice.
are going to be expensive, but they also have these things called gyroplanes, which it is a helicopter, but it's like open to the air, and it's you and just the pilot, right? But then you actually get to fly the helicopter. So they take off, land, do the hard stuff, but then once you're up there, you get a little joystick you can fly around in. And I saw this and was like, that's so cool. I mean I think that's awesome.
I think that's so cool. That is so awesome. I don't know how big that would be for a bachelor trip, like
Well,
if
yeah.
there's too many people, but like yeah, I think I saw just a couple other air stuff. She mentioned skydiving.
Hmm.
And I saw pictures of her doing that. That looked awesome. I think people also go hang gliding here, like also like so cool over the island, around the island. Um, Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah. I mean, and we haven't even touched basically about half of it probably. So
Yeah.
you won't be looking for things to do. I will say though, like maybe on that note, that you probably don't want to like load up your schedule either. Like, yes, there's so much to do, but I would say pick and choose what you want to do because there's nothing worse than having an overly loaded bachelor party where you're just going one thing to the next to the next. You're exhausted by the end of it. You're like, hey, I feel, sometimes you just want a little bit unscheduled, unplanned time to hang out with the guys too, or the girls.
Yeah. And I think that goes to the water then. A beach
Let's
day
do it.
is no bad thing, man. A beach day, a relaxing beach day, that is a great. These beaches are beautiful.
Oh yeah.
You're talking
Oh my
tropical
gosh.
jungle beaches, luxury beach. These beaches are unreal.
They really are. And, kind of going along with that, a lot of the things that we will talk about at other destinations that have a water element to it, like, snorkeling, kayaking, paddleboarding, you can do those all here and it probably blows it out of the water out of any other places we've talked about. So, something that seems simple is probably just going to be mind blowing and awesome to be in. There's so many different good snorkeling spots. There's tons of different, places you can uh, get kayaks and paddle boards and go out to some of these islands surrounding it or coves or whatnot, reefs. So many, so many options there.
I was told also don't limit yourself to one beach. Beach hopping is pretty popular on this island as well. Some of the main ones to go beach hopping to is Waikiki Beach, Lanaka, um, Lanaka Beach, but it has insane water. Like this is the clearest water kind of thing. Just absolutely beautiful. And then there's Sunset Beach, which is like more of like a raw beach.
Okay. Yeah, everything, watching some videos and stuff of it, it's like I don't see how you could go wrong on any single. You could just find a beach and you'd probably have a great time, like
Yeah.
it is so cool. So cool.
Yeah,
Um
absolutely.
yeah, one thing too, I think Jackie mentioned it. Um Now I have Makua Beach listed, and specifically for swimming with the dolphins. So
Mhm.
that, she talked about swimming with sharks. Crazy, awesome. That would be really cool. But you could do that with dolphins. You can do it with sea turtles. Like so many opportunities to get close to the wildlife. It's
Do you know
another
what
thing that you
side of
can't
the
do
island? Do you
just
know what side
anywhere.
of the island that beach is on?
Not off the top of my head, no. But
Okay, because
we
I
can throw
had
up a
swimming with
map and
dolphins
point
and
to it.
turtles off the west side. It said it's
Okay.
easier there. So that's just yeah, yeah. We'll throw up the map, like you said, and maybe I'm wrong, but that's just I saw west side.
Yeah, for sure. Can't go wrong. Sounds like.
Yeah, yeah. You really can't. I'll take a next one. Boat parties. You have
hmm
catamarans, booze cruises, snorkel and drink packages you could do together. The booze cruise doesn't have to be a cruise or anything, but it's that I think that's great. Like I think it's very common. Boat parties, you can rent boats. If we're talking about renting boats, I'm gonna throw it in there. I don't know if I'm taking two, but renting a chartering a fishing boat, very common as well.
Yeah, yeah, and I don't know that these necessarily are known for the boats, but the sandbars. There's a lot of sandbars that you can go up to. I think it's a little bit more common to do it with like paddleboards, kayaks, but I'm sure there's probably some
Mm.
locations they do it with boats too. Another one of those kind of activities, like just like going to the beach, right? It's gonna be just awesome time, great water, clarity, weather or temperature. Oh, just thinking about it gets me excited and fired up.
Dude, getting the boys together in Hawaii, like, oh, it sounds unreal. Like, I love that.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
it's great. Well, then I got another one for you, and it's water, but it's a stretch of water. It's a stretch. Uh, Spa and resort days for your hungover mornings because they've got pools, spas, cabanas, your nice, relaxing water. That I wanted to throw that one. How about
I like it.
that?
I like it. I like it. I had another one too that's a little bit of a stretch for water specifically, but we'll throw it in here. So Jackie mentioned Chinaman's Hat. The other big kind of similar island I think like that is the Moke Islands. So you can kind of like
Okay.
paddle out to them and then maybe do a hike there. So maybe it's a combo kind of thing. But I mean the views again I probably sound like a broken record at this point, but two thumbs up.
Yeah, that sounds great. Love that. Um, that's really what I had for water stuff going. I mean, we talked about snorkeling and cliff jumping too. I had the Hanamua Bay, which is like calm for snorkeling, and then you have Sharks Cove, which is a little bit rougher, but very cool snorkeling there and cliff jumping. But one
Nice.
thing I did mention was the spa and resorts. So one
Yeah,
thing,
sorry to
resorts.
jump away from that. My bad.
Oh no, no, no! I'm kind of changing it now from water stuff. So like resorts, I just wanted to throw this out there. There are some really nice resorts in Honolulu and on the island, but they are not all inclusive. I want to throw this out there. No U.S. state has all inclusive resorts. It's illegal in the U.S., so it's not all inclusive, but it is expensive. It's high end. It's beautiful. They have pools, bars, beach access, everything. Um, my recommendation: if you stay in a hotel or a resort the whole trip, you are not getting the full experience, or you're not paying. Like, go experience the island, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree. Like, you gotta get out there. Don't limit yourself. There's no point in just staying in one location here. Did you have anything else on the
Nice.
daytime? I think I have one more here.
No, hit the one more. Then I could get into festivals. That's kind of our mix of daytime to nighttime.
Perfect. Yep. That'll be great. So, daytime activity. Probably I gotta mention it. It's maybe not like the ideal thing to do on a bachelor party, but super iconic. The Pearl Harbor tours of the
Oh
Arizona,
yeah.
right? You got to make it's a consideration. I get it. You're on a bachelor party. It's probably not what you want to do, but you're out there. That's something that a lot of people will go and see Oahu. Like if they're doing all the islands, they'll go to Oahu just to see the Pearl Harbor memorial and all that. So, we wanted to mention it. I understand the context, but throwing it out there.
No, dude, that's great. I had it on my list as well, and totally moved past it on the land stuff. Very cool. There's so much history there, and I think it's really cool too. There's so much influence in Honolulu from your natives. You have Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese. So it's like, that it was all wars and everything, but there's such a cultural influence from them as well there, and I think that kind of adds a little bit to the memorial.
Yep. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And you know what? That'll be our Drunken Toots history lesson for the day. I didn't have a formalized segment, but there you go. Cultural context right
Yeah.
there.
Nice. I'm glad you didn't bomb the section, so it's good.
Nice. Yep. Me too.
All right, well, let's brighten this back up, baby. Let's talk about
Yeah.
some festivals. So, my festivals are do's and don'ts, things to avoid and things to go to. All right.
Let's hear
All
it.
right. So, you got Honolulu Festival, which is a huge festival. It's in March. I don't know if this is right for bachelor and bachelorette parties because
Okay.
this festival is not so much like a party festival kind of thing you would think. It's more of a culture. It's big culture, and it's more local festival than like it would be cool to see, and I could see somebody enjoying it. But for your like bachelor and bachelorette party, not as much party. Next one, Honolulu Marathon. Not a festival, but it's in December. Avoid.
Avoid. Okay.
This is one of the biggest marathons in the world.
Wow.
It the prices raised significantly. Hotels are packed. It's harder to find places if you're going there, and it doesn't necessarily dictate, oh, well, more people are there, it might be more fun. No, because these are all athletes and people that want to just run and race. If you're in that athletic mindset, then maybe this is it, your bachelor trip. But I would say avoid. That is, you're already going to be paying a lot, and you're going to be paying a whole lot more then. They've got New Year's Eve on Waikiki. The New Year's Eve parties and fireworks are unreal. So highly recommend. This would maybe be one of the best times for your bachelorette trip to go there because it is just a giant party. Same with 4th of July. Very awesome there. Big parties. Triple Crown Surfing. This is a huge surfing competition that happens in Hawaii. I think this would be very cool for a trip to go to. Not necessarily you have to interact and stuff, but just a spectacle. Like you would go to watch a game during a bachelor trip or anything. Watching the surfing, I mean, this is pretty cool. It is top end surfing with some of the biggest waves in the world.
Yeah, no, that's a good point too. There's not really a lot of other sports presence, so for some reason, if that's like a must-do thing on your party, that that might be the way you get it, right? So that's pretty cool.
You do got Hawaii College there. What is it? The Rainbow Hurricanes or something? Is that it?
That was Rainbow Warriors.
Oh, that's it. Rainbow
Our
Warriors.
buddy Zach up. He knows all of them.
If you see Zach out on the streets, quiz him. Give him some hard ones. Try to stump him. He's good at that stuff.
He'll know it. Yeah, he'll know it.
Yeah, there's some very minor league stuff, but you got to think too. Like it's hard for teams to travel there and then back, and also if your team is there traveling significant hours it's a lot. So it's not necessarily big on the sports, but these festivals and the things that we just listed out for daytime activities, I think you'll manage.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Do not let that hold you back.
Well, that's it for my daytime stuff. Did you have any more daytime?
No, I mean, we talked about a ton, right? I'm sure there's even more that if there's something that you're really, really interested in, and I'm sure there's more. The daytime is where they are thriving in the bachelor activity kind of scene, like what we're thinking about. This was their big part of it. So daytime stuff, great, but we got to talk about the big picture, right? So what are we going to talk about next?
Nightlife, baby. And even
nightlife,
what do you think? Dinner and nightlife. Let's bring that in.
Yeah, all right.
All right, because because I think what you're thinking right there, I was about to say the nightlife is not popping like other cities. So I think that's what you're trying to lead
It's
me
yeah.
into. But I think what I've been hearing, you can have really great dinners there, sunsets, keep that daytime energy going. And so this is my recommendation. I wrote this one out. I want to, all right, venture to a bar. Oh, wait. All right. What your batch trip needs is to find a beach bar with music at sunset, like Duke's Waikiki or Rum
Yep.
Fire. Those are just two I saw, and feel the night out from there. Like you're gonna get some energy going. You got your Honolulu spirit going. You got some drinks. You got some sunset. Now you're starting to feel like, all right, where's this night taking me? Hey, locals, where should I be going? Where do I hit? Am I bar hopping? If you venture to start bar hopping in Waikiki or Chinatown, the bars like Sky Waikiki, Moose
Hmm.
McGillicuddy's, or Arnold's Beach Bar, these are some great places to bar hop. And bars typically close around 1 to 2. The clubs end like pretty much right at 2. The afterlife then doesn't really exist.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a plus in that aspect, but there are pockets. So you mentioned right Chinatown. That seems like a pretty big pocket, and then Waikiki as well. Um, but I mean, how can you go wrong if you're not embracing like the tiki bar kind of thing? Like, why are you going to Hawaii? That's kind of like the
Yeah,
whole vibe. That's the whole aesthetic. That's a little more authentic than other places that are having tiki bars too. So, enjoy it for what it is. I did see that the Kelly O'Neill's was Irish bar, funnily enough, but that's one of your little bit more late night spots. I think you mentioned some of the
okay.
other ones. Yeah, but with the amount of daytime activities that you're doing to try to fit some of these things in, maybe it's a good thing that you're not staying up to all hours so that you can get up, get some of these things in, and checked off the list.
Absolutely. I also have that rooftops are a big thing here as well. I don't have any list out, but the sunsets in Hawaii are maybe one of the most gorgeous places to watch a sunset ever. And it's funny, like she even said, like, "Oh, that's a good like this wall is a good spot for sunsets," or like this, like, yeah, it's because they are gorgeous. Like it's Hawaii, Like I don't know how to stress that it's Hawaii. So rooftops or beach bars, like when you're watching sunsets and get a little pina colada action or something, like great. Like talk dirty.
Pina colada, though, mentioning drinks, right? Their thing here is the Mai Tai. I think a
Oh, of
lot of
course
different
it is.
places are claiming that they're the original. They're probably super sugary and a hangover waiting to happen, so take that in
Yeah.
mind. But hey, you gotta try it. When in Rome, right? You gotta try the Mai Tais.
Absolutely, absolutely. I would try probably every drink. Maybe try it 1 or 2 times, maybe 5 or 6.
Yeah, I mean, you have to like make sure that it's repeatable. It has to be good quality over time, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Um, and one thing that she mentioned for energy and vibes, luau's.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
That's a must. It's you're talking about what do you do in there? When I think of Hawaii, it's Hawaiian shirts, some Mai Tais, and some luau's, maybe some lays, too. But yeah, it's like that is Hawaii.
Yeah, that would be a must see. I mean, apparently you can go see a Michael Jackson Elvis one. So,
Yeah,
I would never have thought that. Great insider info. Gotta hit a luau.
I thought a luau is its own theme. Like I think parties around here, people do luau themes. It's funny that their luau's have themes, so that's pretty funny to me. It's like a twist.
Yeah, it for sure is a little bit different mindset, I guess, on it than what we think of it in the continental United States.
Yeah, yeah, pretty funny. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I for sure. Um, but for you mentioned nightclubs, so I didn't get too far down that rabbit hole. Um, I think they exist. I don't know that they're gonna be too crazy or popping, or it's just like you're in Hawaii. That's not what you're doing. Same thing with strip clubs, with casinos. I mean, casinos actually it's illegal. You can't do it, so there is none whatsoever. Um,
I'll give you a fun fact about that.
yeah.
Hawaii is the only state in America where there is absolutely no gambling of any sort. So that means no like online sports books, no casinos, no like any sort horse betting, like anything like that. Nothing is legal there. And they said it's a lot of like the culture there and addiction. Like they just don't want it, even though like a lot of people have said this would bring in more tourism, the money, the like Hawaii could get richer. And they're it's like no, they just don't want it. So I think that's hey, like stick to your guns. But then I also found it funny they do have strip clubs and they allow full nudity in the strip clubs. So I just it's not that's not one of the main things. There's not like you're not finding them like you would in other cities or anything. It's not like all over the place, but there are a couple. And I just found it funny. It's like we will not let you gamble, but you want to see our women naked? Like,
Yeah, the priorities there seem a little off, but
that's great. Well, dude, speaking about like clubs and stuff, you were saying too. So Chinatown has more clubs than Waikiki,
okay.
but I also found out Waikiki is safer than Chinatown. Chinatown gets a little bit more sketchier and has a little bit more sketchier zones, but primarily all of it is pretty safe. Again, we're in a little bit larger city. Always keep an eye out. It's a bachelor trip. Don't be dumbasses. But this is primarily a safer spot to be in.
Yep. I didn't see that about Chinatown. I did see that safety is not a big thing you're going to worry about. So that's a pretty cool plus, I gotta say. Um,
Yeah,
can't say that about all of the places we've talked about. That's for sure.
definitely not. Definitely not. Dude, I
Well,
still laugh. I just have in my corner allows full nudity. It's like funny, like looking down at my notes, like, oh, did I miss anything? Allows full.
but no, you can't play a slot machine. No, nope.
No.
Got
So
it.
if your bachelor trip is looking to bet the house, don't go to Hawaii. But if your bachelor trip is feeling a little bit horny, maybe go.
Oh man. Well, on that note, why don't we talk about the food scene? We touched on it a little bit earlier, but I think we need to take a little bit more time and touch on some of these things a little bit more detail. What do you say?
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot here, so I would love to hear your insights on it. I would just think it's a whole lot of seafood.
Yeah, I mean, seafood's obviously going to be pretty elite there, being that it is an island. Um, most of your food is going to be from the water. So one of the things, right, is poke. You got to try it while you're there. One thing I did see on this actually is, yeah, you could get it from a restaurant, but they even have like really good, like small places, chain kind of things, or like grocery stores that have really good poke. So that's kind of cool to know.
Hmm.
Maybe that's like a small budget thing, try to save a little money here or there kind of thing. Um, Pretty interesting. Then the spam masubi, I believe it's called. So they're putting spam on what looks like a piece of sushi. I thought that was real unique and
Hmm.
interesting, right?
That's yeah, probably not a lot of places you get in that.
No, I can't imagine so. Um, Other things, right? The loco moco seemed like a pretty cool one, right? It was a rice bowl with a hamburger patty, fried egg, and gravy. So interesting
Nice.
combination, but sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah, I could see
And
that
then of
working.
course you have some. Oh yeah. Of course you have then some of the traditional foods, so like the smoked pig, pork wrapped in taro leaves and taro paste. So some of the traditional things they're known for. And I think like acai bowls are really big there as well.
Nice.
That's
Yeah,
really
that
all I had
sounds.
with the food side of things, but I wanted to mention it. I mean, it's unique.
Yeah, it is unique and it sounds good. Like you could eat pretty good there. And we
Oh
went over
yeah,
the cost of the food too and the
for
dinners.
sure.
Yeah, obviously you could get bottle service at these clubs. It's going to cost you more. You can get luxury dinners. It's going to cost you more. Like, but yeah, like the meals are a little bit more, but they're not crazy. Like the food isn't usually, and apparently the food truck scene is unreal.
You know what? That's something that I just remembered right now is, and I wish I would have brought it up in the festival section. Don't remember what it's called, but there was these like markets. It almost seemed like a farmer's market, green market kind of thing, where they'll have a bunch of food truck, food tent kind of things set up. That might be a really good opportunity to go around and try some of the unique flavors to the city, or to the island even, because they're going to have a lot of things probably in smaller portions that you can just pick up and try. So I would say I would encourage people to try different foods while they're out here.
Certainly, yeah, man. Yeah, that all sounds great to me. I mean, I don't know. After everything we've said right now, it's a pretty cool city, pretty cool island.
It's very cool. It is very cool. Capital city too, nonetheless. So that's
Mm.
pretty cool. I was actually looking through this, and this is the sixth capital city we've talked about, actually. So that's kind of
Wow.
cool. Um, yeah, we're checking things off the list. We're getting up there. So I'm interested, putting you on the spot here. What is the best capital city of a U.S. state for a bachelor party? So I'm going to test not only your
Whoa.
bachelor party knowledge, which I have full confidence in, but more or less your capital city knowledge.
Ooh. 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 I would have thought right off the bat Boston, but after doing that one, we kind of fell short on us. We haven't covered Tallahassee. Give me Austin.
Okay, I like that. I had that in my top five of list,
Okay.
but I think you're gonna kick yourself on what has to be the number one. It's probably in a consensus between both of us, our top five U.S. cities list,
Oh.
or like for a bachelor party,
Uh,
right? We have talked about it as well, so keep that in mind.
not Chicago, right?
Not the capital either,
Yeah, I didn't think that
but
was
no.
capital. Yeah.
I don't know if you're gonna get this. It's probably
St.
not
Louis.
super obvious.
Dude, I'm thinking like California is like San something, and I don't think we talked about
Sacramento.
it. Sacramento. Yeah, there we go. Oh, dude, I feel
I'll give you. It's
stupid.
on the it's on the eastern side. It's on the
Eastern
eastern
side.
side. I'll
Okay.
just give it to you. It is Nashville, Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, Nashville's the capital?
That's what
I
I'm
would not
saying
have.
is the best one.
Oh man.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
no,
why I was
that's
like, oh,
like
that's not obvious.
that's bachelor trip like 101. I feel like that always gets compared to everything. Wow. All right, I'm an idiot.
No, I was figuring it would be a tough spot to be in, but yeah, we talked about Boston, Austin, Nashville, Oklahoma City, Indianapolis, and now Honolulu. So, um,
Mm.
where are we going to talk about next? You guys let us know.
Yeah, you guys let us know. Are the capitals the just meaning the best spots, or is it we need somewhere else? Well, before we switch it up here, we need to give a rating for Honolulu. And
Yes.
just for again, if this is your first time chiming in, these ratings are not based off would we like it. It's based off of does it have everything a bachelor or bachelorette trip would want, and does it have like enough unique stuff that separates it from other cities? Who's going first today?
I'll go first because I think it'll work out a little bit better.
Okay, you got it then. Hell yeah.
Do you want to do the dare card? What did it
No, I
say?
was gonna just like do a flip, but you got it. You
Oh
want
yeah,
it.
all
You
right.
got it.
Yeah. Here we go. All right. So gonna do the pros cons just like we kind of always do. So pros, I think it's a bucket list destination. Obviously, who wouldn't want to go here? Who hasn't thought about it? Um, the water, the boat, the catamaran, all that. Any sort of water activity, awesome. Food sounds really good in terms of taste and freshness. There's just so many daytime activities, surfing, hiking, swimming. You can't name them all. And then just the vibes, like it's Hawaii. We've been hammering that. It's just great, great vibes. The cons, so travel to there is going to be more or less hell. I don't know a better way to put it. Unless you're from Hawaii, the travel is significant pretty much anywhere you're coming from. The cost is going to be pretty high, partly because of that travel, partly just because a little bit higher general cost. There's no gambling at all, relatively early, cutoff closing time. And, I mentioned it, I don't know, maybe this could be pro, maybe this could be con, but the tourist aspect, there's so many tourists that are flooding here. I don't know if that helps or hurts that conversation. Now, rating, right? So I'm going to go with, and let me explain it after. I'm going to go with a 4.3 out of 10. I know. So I'm trying to just big picture think about this.
What?
And honestly, I think that's a little bit generous. I really do. Just because we try to rate this objectively for most people, I don't think this is realistic for the majority of people. I mean, between the expenses, between the time that you need to take off, um, between I don't think it fits a bachelor party. I think this is a great place if you want to do a destination wedding. Awesome, awesome. If you want to do a honeymoon, that is ideal. I think this is a much better honeymoon location than it would be the bachelor bachelorette party location. And really, really, I think that the only time that it makes a semblance of sense is if you're doing it leading up to the wedding, like you talked about, or maybe like a combined trip where everybody's friends and you do like more or less a vacation, but probably would have to be like months and months before the wedding to space out the costs. So, um, I leave it at a 4.3 because if you do go there, it would be absolutely legendary and would be so cool, but I just don't see that it being really attainable for many people or realistic.
Holy shit.
I know. I figured that was going to ruffle some feathers there.
Oh my god. You're mean.
Look, it's nothing against the city. I just think for what we do here on this channel, this isn't the city to go to for a bachelor or bachelorette party. That's just my opinion and the way I see it.
I would say your group should send it here. I think this city is awesome, man. Downfalls, price, distance, and nightlife. Everything it makes up for. All of your daytime stuff, the uniqueness, the food, the just actual like local and just so different from anywhere else. Like this is why this city over another city because of everything. I feel like it's like yeah, I'm paying a lot, but I'm getting something I never would see before or like see like anywhere else. The distance, yeah, it sucks, but like I don't know, 10 hours on a plane with how planes are working right now, like you could do that for a 2 hour flight with delays and everything.
Yeah. That's fair.
And the nightlife, like I feel like you could make it great. You got beach bars, rooftops, you do have clubs, you do have strip clubs, like it's not you're not sports betting, you're not watching football games, but you could go watch surfing. Like all right, like sick, like You could try surfing yourself. You could go see animals you've never seen before, go swim with them hands on. You could go up in the air and dive onto an island. Like, I just think this is stuff that you're right. I think it would be great for a family trip. I think it'd be great for a honeymoon. I think it'd be great for a bachelorette trip. But I did weigh the price, distance, and nightlife down pretty hard on me, and I'm like, look, there's a lot of bachelor and bachelorette trips that are looking for that kind of stuff, and so I'm like, all right, I have to put that into effect. But that brought me down to a 7.9.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Like, we are way off, but I really think like you're going there, and if you are going to be upset, like, that's not happening. And is it unique? Yeah. Like, yeah, it is.
No, I don't think there's any debating that. Like, I don't disagree with anything that you just said. I think it's just the how we're weighing the different factors is what it comes down to. So, yeah, if you guys have the means to do it, I think it would absolutely be awesome, and I would encourage it. I'm not trying to talk down on Honolulu or Hawaii in general. That's not at all what I'm doing here. Just trying to be
Okay.
realistic is all. But I think you make some good points, right?
Yeah,
It's
I
give or
think so.
take.
I hope
You
so.
get some different perspectives.
Well, man, to finish this out, I have another $15 is $15.
Oh, right. All right.
So I've been liking this. I got some good feedback from them, so I want to do another one for you. So this one is $15 for 4 groups.
Wait,
right? So
for 4 groups? What does that mean?
Yeah. So you have to pick like 4 groups instead of 5 groups. So it's
okay.
like you can spend a little bit more money, I guess.
Gotcha.
But what this categories are on your bachelor trip, you can only like pick one, and that's like, so it'll be food, drink, activity, and music. But when you pick it, that's all you have for the bachelor party. All right, man. So the categories are going to be food, drink, activity, and music. Once you pick one, though, that's all you have for the bachelor party.
Okay. I think I'm tracking.
All right. $15. Here we go. And I'm going to start at $5 and go down. So I'm not going to say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 each time. So here we go.
Yep.
Italian, which means all Italian food. Brewery/pub food. Hoagies, burgers, hot dogs.
All right. I feel like this one to me is pretty clear. We're gonna have to go with pub food at $4.
Love that.
Because, like you said, it's for the whole party. That one offers the most variety, and if you're gonna be drinking a lot, nothing hits harder than some pub food, which also includes burgers and probably hot dogs too. So
yeah,
I'm going with that one.
All right,
I'm spending money there. $11. All right.
Your drinks. You got $5. Rum and Coke. 4, hand grenades. 3, tequila soda. 2, Irish car bombs. 1, straight Kool-Aid.
Oh no. Okay. What was 4 and 3? Which one was the hand grenade?
Rum and Coke, hand grenade, tequila soda, Irish car bomb, Kool-Aid.
Oh man. I guess I gotta go with. I'm gonna go with the rum and cokes. I don't love that I have only $6 left. Right, that puts me at $6. But
$9 spent against. Okay, yeah, you have $6 for 2 categories here.
I mean, you can't drink a hand grenade the whole time. I was thinking maybe tequila sodas, but those get old fast, and a lot of people don't like them. Yeah, okay.
I think you're gonna want to save your money. Just say
$6.
Activity. So you get 1 activity on the bachelor trip. You could do pool/beer Olympics.
Oh.
Day drink/blackout by 5 p.m. Go-kart. Pig roast on beach. movie marathon.
Yeah, no, we can't do the movie marathon. We can't go-kart the whole time. How does a pig roast work? Because we get other food too, okay? On the beach, so you get a beach day.
Yeah,
Oh,
but I mean, it could
man.
also just you could just go. All right, we're going to a pig roast. Leave at like 5 and go over to it. But that's
All right,
like
you know what?
like
You know what?
pig roast is more like a luau. We're doing Honolulu, baby.
You know what? I don't think I'm really gonna enjoy the music anyway. Give me the $5 and I will take the $1 music.
Oh,
I don't
it's
care
not
what it
bad.
is.
It's not bad. All right. You had 5 classic rock,
Ah, shit.
4 frat basement music, 3 country, 2 punk rock, 1 heavy metal.
Yeah. I will take it. The guys on it might not all love it, but I'm down for it. That worked out incredible. That's a
I know you
gamble
would
of a
like it, but
lifetime.
also if that's all you listen to is nuts.
Yeah, the guys are gonna hate me, but you know what? I
Like,
am okay with this. I am very okay with this. This worked out well.
dude, you're gonna be doing beer Olympics and just beer Olympics with rum and cokes.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
That's great, man. That's great. I like it.
Oh, dude, these segments are always so much fun. I appreciate you putting them together, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a lot more together, and if anybody has ideas out there, please let me know because I have so much fun running those. Maybe you gotta do one back to me sometime.
Yeah, we're gonna have to run it the other way too.
Awesome, man. Well, viewers, this has been such a fun episode. Very different views on Honolulu. We want to dive in. Also, big shout out to Jackie. Thank you for your insight onto Honolulu and the whole island. Thank you guys for listening. Please share to your friends. Please like, subscribe, everything. Comment. Let us know where to go next. Because Drunken Suits, we're not stopping, baby. Here we go.
Love to hear it. Thank you guys so much for listening and tuning in, and we will catch you on the next episode.
Aloha.